Sunnyside 28 coming at you from San Francisco.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Keep your gait a bit pat, and your troubles with no slow step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
Yeah, we're starting off with Duck's Breath Mystery Theater, taking a look at beach blanket movies and Elvis Presley. Deadpan Alley. Yeah. A Dan Coffey story, Cuteness. He explains it to us. And Sterling Delzell takes calls from the world of oddballs like himself.
I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
Yeah, I hit both buttons at the same time. Okay, let's get right to the comedy. Queen of the World, here we go. Got a joke for us today?
I surely do. I have one joke every day for you. Because that's my job.
You don't have a job. We don't pay you. You're Queen of the World.
I know, but I like to think of it as my job.
Okay, far away.
Why did the teacher wear sunglasses in the classroom?
Well, I don't know. Why did the teacher wear sunglasses in the classroom?
The students were all very bright.
Yeah. That's comedy right there. People, I'm getting cards and letters and phone calls. I mean, in the middle of the night, I'm getting phone calls saying, why are you starting every show with Queen of the World? And I go, well, because everybody, every comedian, every funny performer, every comedy writer starts with a joke. That's the first thing. They go, oh, it's two things connected that you hadn't seen connected before. And in this case, it's bright. The sun is bright, and because it's shiny, it's light, lots of light, and people are bright. We call them bright because so those two, it's just those two connections, and that's the joke. And then it evolves to all sorts of levels, including what we're about to watch is Deadpan Alley. This is the evolution of Duck's Breath Mystery Theater, and it's one of its more far out points. It's not as weird as 6 people from 6 countries, but it's pretty dang world. Pretty dang world. It's pretty dang worldly weird. Deadpan Alley.
Oh, Elvis, some of the kids got some bongos. They're going to get real wigged out at the luau. Want to go?
I'd like to, Gidge, but what's the point? All this singing and dancing, what's it all mean in the face of an essentially meaningless universe?
I just thought it might be fun.
Don't mind me, honey. I'm just going to stay here and contemplate my navel.
Moondog, you've got to talk to Elvis.
What's the problem, Big L?
I don't know. I want to drink cappuccino and write at little cafes. I want to write in my journal and wear a beret. I guess I got angst in my pants.
Oh no, Elvis has got a bad case of existential nausea.
I had a brother who was a philosophy major. He almost died of it.
Wipeout. Elvis in despair wasn't bad enough, and here comes old man Parsons to kick us off the beach.
It's a free beach, Mr. Parsons. We kids have a right to have fun whenever and wherever we want to.
You young people, don't you realize that these so-called rights of yours are merely illusions? Only rights any of us have are to be born or to die.
I hear where you're coming from, sir. I mean, even life and death may be an illusion. We may all be dead and just be fooling ourselves. It's just like that song says, sir.
It was that left bank lifestyle, that funky Jean-Paul Sartre. It was that abstract expressionism and other kinds of art. Slim books of poetry and Gertrude Stein's ghost took away the pretty eyes of the girl I love the most. She loved them old French movies, them subtitle movies. She dug the black and white movies, them cats in black berets. They stole my baby away. They took my girl away from me. Yeah, existential nausea.
Beach blanket nothingness. All so meaningless. So totally meaningless.
So there's comedy. That's just a different level. That's the students were bright, the sun is bright, and existentialism is funny if you really dig into it, like that piece did. That was part of a show called Deadpan Alley we did with KQD at one point in our bounce around career. So now we're going to look at another kind of comedy. I guess this is what we do every day. We look at different kinds of comedy based from Duck's Breath's fountain of comedy that started a long, long time ago and still continues to sputter at every level. This is Dan Coffey Stories. And he wrote a story to an image. And then I take that story and image and try to increase the comedy value. And sometimes you go, well, it's not funny, but it's art. That's it. If it gets on the edge of funny, you just get right to art. So maybe that's what we're going to be looking over here. Let's see if this is funny or this is art. This is another Dan Coffey story called Cuteness.
Some young women are fixated on cuteness, not realizing that cute has a limited shelf life. Flaunt it while you got it was their motto, but following it got them nowhere. Men turned away bored and hurt by their indifference to masculine chomp. Both women died.
Oh no!
Within a few weeks of each other at the same charity hospital.
Okay, so I think that's funny because I worked on it. That's one of the things is when you work on stuff, you always tend to think it's funny. But that's like just taking an image and turning it into a story that's funny and sad at the same time. But also, the other thing what's really important about comedy is it's hitting some kind of universal truth. And so there's some kind of universal truth about cuteness that little video talks about. And we'll be releasing that today. That'll be in the Coffee Stories playlist on Sunnyside YouTube. There's playlists for all the old stuff you're seeing here and all the new stuff. It's all up there. And that's why we're doing the show. Try to get people to go look at those videos and give us views. And if you're really in the right frame of mood, right mood of frame of when you're right frame of mind, that you subscribe to the Sunnyside YouTube channel. But here's another new feature. This is the 6th episode of Sterling Dalzell, which is Jim Turner, and these are all written by Leon Merle Kessler. And this one, well, I don't know who's this one. I think this is Ed Rachel's. I think this is the caller. The guy that plays the caller in this one is Ed Rachel's. And so here it is. Sterling Dalzell. The episode is called Medical.
Here's a sample of Sterling Dalzell and mind-boggling conversations you can have with him. These are taken from his program, which is a talk show.
I am on satellite.
Here you go.
I could not tell you how, but the globalists are hell-bent on bending the world to their medical tyranny. The symptoms are everywhere. Fluoride in the water. Did anybody ask you if you wanted fluoride in the water? Nobody asked me. I'm not even sure if we have fluoride in our local water. Nobody asked me about that either. That's not the point. Something's in the water. GMO is in the food. Banana and avocado mutations. Pumpy chimpanzees. We don't know. Tofurkey for real. I mean, sure, we save on tryptophan. All the stuff that's in turkeys makes you sleepy. God, could you fact check the name of that, Jerry?
What?
The thing in turkey that makes you sleepy. Globalist school lunches, that's the heart of it. Giving our kids empty calories. They waddle down the street. Their waddles jiggling. It's an obesity epidemic, and it will lead to the end of professional football as we know it. Also hockey and any sport that requires bone density. Our food is mutated because the world is plagued by depleted, played-out soil. No nutrients. The modern hot dog is made in petri dishes in a factory lab warehouse, hermetically sealed. True fact. Or could be. It takes up many acres in Wyoming, but fills the hot dog needs of the world all day, every day. And that's the upside. You still have to travel to Chicago or Milwaukee for your bratwurst needs. Yet the modern youth says, "Oh, I can't be bothered. Plug in the microwave, Mommy. Make me some tomato soup." That's why we here in the Dalzell household use only original plant forms in the diet supplements we offer for sale. And when I say we, I mean Ted Anderson, the CEO and chief bottle washer of Anderson Gel Caps. Whatever you make, he can stick in there. It's amazing.
Tryptophan with an N. Fan.
Thank you, Jerry. We all have to go back to the original plant forms, which we have done. Tubers, low-hanging fruit, well protected until ripening, grown in the orchards and fields of Falls Valley, a fertile declivity known only to a chosen few. And it's the Colonel, line 1. You're on the air.
Good to talk to you again, Sterling.
Yeah, well, always good to hear from you, Colonel.
You and I see eye to eye on most everything, Sterling, but I really have to disagree with you on something you said earlier.
Yellow. Oh, sorry, Colonel. We seem to have lost your call. Please try again some other time. Try again tomorrow, as Steely Dan says. You need to unleash the full force of the caveman paleo. Put a fire in your brain. That's what all these bottles are for. Were you overweight as a boy, Jerry?
Me? No.
Because you have good genes. If you do not have the good genes, you need the bottles. And even if you do, it can't hurt. Your DNA can convict you of a crime, but it can also prove that your great-grandfather was fit as a fiddle, right up to the minute he died. And that's all we're doing here. Don't make more of it than what it is, but do give us the credit for that. Enough said.
It's a talk show. Join the fun. Enter the longitude and latitude of your digital device. Make sure your mic is working. Webcam, if you got it, speakers on. Choose a username and password, also product code. Lowercase HRDUFF, uppercase Q, 317, uppercase M, ampersand, asterisk, comma. Hit send. You're golden. You're good to go.
Okay. So that was the other character, the Colonel, was played by Merle Kessler, with the voice changed with audio effects and him being funny and different characters. And he plays Jerry, engineer, too. And he wrote it. Man, in my mind, that is comedy. That's the height of comedy. And this is, oh no, we did it again. We started the show. We don't want to do that. We meant to just stop it and say goodbye.